All right, ain't that a beautiful car? Beautiful color. It's called Sierra Mist from the factory for any of you Buick junkies out there. Anyways, we're going to start working on the rear brakes. The sun's shining. As you can tell, I'm squinting. You can barely see my eyes. Trust me, it's beautiful in the sun. Anyways, let's get the back of the car up in the air. Let's start this process, and let's make this thing stop. Wheels are off on both sides. There's the drum. Cast iron drum in the back. Not near as much fun as the aluminums in the front. But anyways, just doing a little bit of automotive archaeology. Interesting factoids. This is a 3-link style suspension. You got 2 lower control arms. One's hiding way over there. And you got a 3rd link on top of the differential there that runs forward to the frame. And also notice that the shock mount on this side has been repaired at some point compared to its brother over there. But it's worked well enough for a lot of years. Let's get this drum off. Let's work on what we're here for. Okay, so we got the drum off. We've got a slightly different arrangement up here. The first spring connects to the pins. The back spring connects to the adjuster arm. So we're going to have to be aware of that. We've got the parking brake back there. I don't know if the parking brake works. I'd rather not find out right now. We'll work on that later. So we got a few extra components. We got the service manual. We can get this thing apart. Oh, I also took some pictures for reference, just in case there's a question of what it looked like before. I've got this side, pictures, and the other side. Always do them one side at a time. That way, if you got trouble, you can always refer to the other side and make sure that you get this one laid out the same. Alright, so this looks funny, but trust me, I'm showing you something important. You've got the 2 half-inch bolts, and you've got the brake line. Now, it's incredibly hard for me to get a camera back here without me holding onto the camera. So, you just got to trust me. I'm going to undo that one, and undo that one. Got it? Let's go. So, as you can see, the new wheel cylinder is in. Not exactly a lot of room down here to work with, but, I was able to, loop my hands around various components. Presto, there it is. And just so you know, that's the brake line that goes from the frame up over to the differential and out to the drums. Horrible place to try and put a camera, but just letting you guys know, this did get changed too. All right, now I did get the drums turned at a local auto parts store, so they're going on just fine. I did get the wheel bearings. They're just like showed up moments ago and still frigidly cold, but I'll get those put on. The drums are going to slide back on. They're going to go on just like every other GM wheel bearing. You know, the inner, the outer, the seal, and the nut with the cotter pin, dust cap, that kind of thing. You know how to do it. It's pretty easy to do. So I'm going to get those put on off camera. And next up, master cylinder time. So we get to replace the single pop master cylinder that's on this. I have no guarantee if it's any good or if there are any other failures, but you know, frankly, they're brakes. I need them to work. So coming up soon, we're going to get the single pop master cylinder, you know, reinstalled on this guy, and we're going to have the factory correct four-wheel drums with the aluminum, beautiful Buick aluminum drums on the front. And you know, when this thing was running a few years ago, the thing had brakes for days. I mean, the first handful of stops were really good. They'd hang with just about any, you know, normal disc brake car that's out there. Now you get more than that, the drums start to fade a little bit, but that's just drum brakes. So, needless to say, we're putting this thing back the way it's supposed to be, and that includes the single pot. Now, there's other cars in the garage that'll get a, you know, disc conversion, but this one is too unique to do that to. I mean, the nail head's going to stay, the finned aluminum Buick drums are going to stay. There's a handful of things on this car that are far too unique to change from how Buick left it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. So coming up, we'll get the master cylinder done.